Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown today. Finally back home for the weekend, so I'm going to be recording some Showdown right now. I don't know about you guys, but this week just felt so stressful. But anyway, we're using a Choice Specs Azelf team right here with 3 attacks and U-turn. Definitely, the 3 attacks pretty much gives it all the coverage that it needs, and the main idea with this thing is pretty much just to help our Zardawai break. Obviously, the 2 biggest checks to Zardawai are stuff like Latias, Mega Latias, and there's Toxapex as well. So Psychic can hit Toxapex, you can Shadow Ball the Latias, which is definitely very great. And since we have coverage for everything with these 3 moves, I figured we would just go ahead and go with the U-turn on here, just for the added momentum into stuff like Banded Weavile and Mega Zard. Then we have a Defog Pivot Koko right here. Obviously, with Weavile plus Zard, we do need hazard control, and Defog Roost Koko can definitely do that quite well. With the Electrium Z, no HP Ice on this thing, because I really needed Defog on this set. Didn't really have any other space for Defoggers on the team. Then we have Banded Weavile right here. Pretty much helps out Zardawai a lot too, in the sense that it traps the Latias very well, and you can also just knock off the leftovers from Toxapex, which is definitely very helpful. Then we have AV Magearna right here. We don't really have a water resist on the team, but between the Sun and AV Magearna, which is able to check stuff like Kingdra under Rain and the Ash Greninja, I think we should be fine. And then we have finally right here Rocky Helmet Defensive Landers, just as a nice pivot and Stealth Rocker right here. So lots of momentum, U-turn on 3 Mons right here, and then we also have Volt Switch on Magearna. Then we can get on our breakers, which are Weavile and Zard. So that's going to be the team. It'll be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out alongside me. And I'll be right back with our first game. Alright, got our first game right here. Zardawai is amazing. If I can try to predict the trend coming in and try to focus blast that thing right now. Also, Weavile just clicking knockoff is very nice right here too. I think I'm feeling like he's going to lead off with a Lando or the Tran because those are his 2 primary rockers. I'm going to lead off here with my Zard. As he leads off with Torn, I'm pretty sure we live 1 Flying Z hit. I'm just going to double check right now because if I faint turn 1, that would be very unfortunate. So let's just go ahead and calc the Torn right here. Tornadus, Flying Z right here. Yeah, we should live, I think. We do take the hit. Now the question is, am I going to Focus Blast on this thing? I'm going to make the play and go for Focus Blast into the incoming Heatran. Now he goes for the Z move. Okay, so he's going to be able to do a lot, as unfortunately I did not click the correct move, as he's going to be able to take my hit right there. Very unfortunate. He's going to go for what, Hurricane here or Knockoff? Goes for Knockoff. Okay, so not a very great start because now I lose my Vest, but we do have Sun up, so Greninja's not as big of a threat as it could be. This is still definitely very doable. I probably should have just gone Magearna turn 1. But I'm just going to go right here for the probably Volt Switch. As out comes Heatran, which at least we get that read right now. What I can do is just bring in my... I'm just going to go Koko here and probably fire off a nice Z move hit of my own is probably the play. Yeah, let's just click this right now. He goes Landorus T, okay, so that's pretty unfortunate. I was kind of expecting Tangrowth, like that would have been able to take it as well, I guess, but... We're not doing a ton of damage. I'm going to U-turn here. As he goes for a U-turn of his own. So he is Scarf, as we are able to get that revealed right now, which is very good for me. Brings out Heatran. He knows that I don't have good answers to Heatran. I'm just going to bring in my Zard right here and fire off that Focus Blast right now. Try to get as much damage off as I can. I don't care if he knocks me out. We do hit. Let's see if he hits his Magma Storm. He tries to predict something. I'm not quite sure what happened right there, but can we hit 2 in a row? That would be pretty cool. I don't know what he did. I guess he expected the Roost, maybe? But we hit 2 in a row, which is cool. I guess he was really expecting the Roost. But I'm able to go right here into my Magearna again. That could put me in a bad spot still, that's the thing. Like, this Greninja's a giant threat. I'm going to keep Magearna healthy now. And instead, I'm just going to switch in here into my... I feel like I have to go Magearna. Okay, let's see what he clicks right here. Maybe Psychic? Shadow Ball. That's a good amount because unfortunately I have the drops. Okay, let's go here for the Flare Cannon. As unfortunately for him, he misses a Focus Blast. I had 2 of them, so I kind of feel bad about that, but we'll take it. I'll go here for the Iron Head. As he's going to go for the Recover. How much is he taking from this? He's taking enough. I'm going to go here for the Iron Head again. He's not going to have enough recovered, so I can just continue clicking Iron Head. Yeah, and we're doing over half, so we'll be in a fine spot right now, pretty much. As let's see what he wants to do right here, because he can switch out at any point, but we get a crit right there too, which is very cool. Just gonna go right here for this again. So he finally makes the play out into Landorus, which is what I kind of expected him to do. Gonna switch out here into my own Landorus. This Greninja is the giant threat that I'm worried about. Goes for U-turn, so he's going to take Helmet. And he actually goes Zam, which I find very confusing because I was really expecting Greninja to try to get the Ash Greninja off, but I guess what I can try to do is get up rocks. As he gives me the rocks, okay, so now what I'm going to do here is just go sack this Mon off right now. It's probably a good idea. As he's able to knock me out. Now, it's getting to the point where my Weavile can easily win this game, but what I gotta do right now is I have to go Weavile and Ice Shard. Okay, let's click Ice Shard right here. I don't think he'll switch out because it dies on entry, yeah. Out comes this. I'm gonna go for the Weavile win. He is Scarf Lando though, so that's something I do have to keep in mind. I have Azelf though with the Levitate, so it'll be fine. I can go out here into my Charizard very safely as he goes for the Surf, but because I'm assuming he's locked into that, and because of that, I can safely bring in my Magearna here and just go right for the Volt Switch. He really went Landers. Okay. Gonna go out here into my Azelf. I feel like he'll Earthquake, yeah. We have Sun Boosted Fire Blast right now, which is cool. I'm just gonna click that. Yeah, this is not gonna appreciate the Sun Boosted Specs Fire Blast. It just died. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I'm assuming Greninja comes back out and clicks, what, Dark Pulse? It was Torn, okay, so he has to try to Hurricane confuse me, I think. Okay, so as long as we can hit this, we'll knock it out. Azel's getting 2 kills, which is very clean. Brings out Greninja. Oh, I see what he's done here. I have to hope that Magearna lives a hit, I think. It just died. Okay, let's really hope we live a Surf. I'm just gonna go for Flare Cannon. I think we'll live it. I'm pretty confident we will. I'm actually very confident we'll live this hit right now. I mean, Sun's not up, that's the big thing. And he has Specs, I don't have my AV. And he does have his Ash Greninja. All those things are not going for me, but Magearna's like very bulky. I feel like maybe with AV he would be doing... I mean, he has Surf, not Hydro Pump, that's the thing. Maybe he has both, I guess? He's gonna switch out, so I guess we'll find out right now. So I do hit on that, which is cool. There's really no point to me switching out. It's gonna come down to whether or not I live this hit. The question is, do I have to... I think I have to go for the Flare Cannon right here. I don't think Volt Switch is gonna do enough. As yeah, I was very confident we would live the hit right there, and that was a very clean game. We were able to go ahead and pick up the win. Got scary once Magearna got knocked, but very happy with that, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, got another game right here. It turns out my last opponent was actually Aster J, and I just didn't realize it the entire battle. Very cool to battle him. I've actually followed his Draft League stuff for quite a while, but unfortunately this guy has a Tyranitar, which is something I overlooked when putting coverage on Azelf, so I guess maybe U-Turn's gonna be my primary move against that right here. Weavile just clicking Icicle Crash through his team is amazing. And I guess Zard is very good here too, in a sense, but I'm gonna lead off here with my Koko. As he actually leads off with the Tyranitar. Not sure if he's going to Pursuit right off the bat. He could also go for like an Ice Beam, I guess. I'm going to go for the U-turn right here. And I really need my Landers healthy for this Cortana, but at the same time, Charizard should be able to take it on just fine too. So I'm going to bring in Landers here. As he just the rocks just go up, so I'm going to have to defog those. So I'm not even going to bother doing the thing. I'm just going to hit in Power Ice. Ice Beam. Yeah, okay, so unfortunate right there. I was expecting his Lando to come in on a pivot. I'm just going to Earthquake here and knock that thing out. So that can help me out, but the fact that I took a ton of damage on Landers could put me in the back a little bit. Let's go here into Magearna though. I really need to try to get this Defog off as soon as possible. Goes right for Surf, which is not a big deal. He actually doesn't have any Flare Cannon switch-ins from the looks of it. So let me just go ahead and click that right now. I'm assuming he'll pivot out into either Landers or Feeny. Probably Feeny. Although damage on Feeny could be bad because that'll put it in range of my Charizard's Solar Beam. So yeah, we knocked that out. Not sure why he sacked his Tyranitar when, and can actually catch my Zard with the whole weather thing, but I'm going to hard switch here into my Landers and just sack that off. Goes right for our Nature's Madness. Not a very big deal right there. As actually, I can try to make a read right here and go Azelf and click Psychic. But just the Koko play is very free too. Same with the Zard play, but the problem is I really need to try to defog. I'm going to defog now. I think is the time to do it. Let's go ahead and just hit up the defog right here. I think he's kind of forced to go Landers, is my mindset. I really need to make sure that my Magearna doesn't take any more damage, because that could put it in a bad spot against his Greninja. So let's try to focus on that right now. And then I think I might be going for the win with Zardawai. Is the threat. Just clicks Moonblast. Very surprised about that, but I'll go for the Z move here. As yeah, he's gonna give me Feeny, so I'll take that anytime. Feeny's gonna go down right there, which is very good. I'm assuming he can't go Greninja unless he wants to Shuriken again. Goes Cortana. I can just sack this, then go Charizard and get a kill. Or I sack something else off. I think Koko is the sack, actually. So let's go here for the T-Bolt. Goes right for a knockoff. He should know that knockoff is not going to KO my Charizard right now. So let's go ahead and bring this out. Mega Evolve and click Fire Blast. Not sure if he's going to try to play off a miss or something, but if he does, that would be kind of unfortunate, I guess. No, he's going to sack off his Landorus. If we hit this, then we'll knock it out. If we don't, I'll probably have to switch out. We do hit. And just straight up knock out that Mon, which is very cool. Brings out Kieran Black. I do have to switch out here because I won't take any hit very well. So I'm just going to bring out Azelf. On the incoming Fusion Bolt. Does a very high amount of damage. I can click Sun Boosted Fire Blast here and try to knock out this Greninja, or at least do a lot of damage to it. It specs in the sun, so I really like that this combo that we've been seeing right now. Azelf plus Charizard. Yeah, he does try to go Greninja. Let's see how much this does right now. Specs in the sun, 67%. That's Ice Shard. I have to go Magearna. On the Surf, I can just Volt out here. Surf in the sun, very interesting decision. Okay, let's Volt out right now. And I'll be able to bring in my... Well, he'll probably go, what, Kyurem again? He tries to Surf again, not quite sure why, but I'm able to Volt Switch. Oh, does he get into... No, he died to Life Orb, okay. That was very confusing. Okay, so I just need to make sure that I don't get swept by this. I'll just hit in Power Fire here. That's not going to knock me out, yeah. As Scarf Cortana, I'm assuming that was Scarf Cortana, is going to go down. And then, actually, it was confirmed Scarf. Didn't he knock out my Koko with that? Yeah, he did. As, all I got to do right here is just go right for the... Just the Iron Head is fine. Knocks me out, not a big deal. I might have to actually connect a... No, I don't think I have to connect a Fire Blast. Oh, well, Azelf is going to die anyway if it's Scarf. So let's try to find out whether he's Scarf right now. And go for the Psychic. If he is Scarf, that could actually lose me the game right here. I don't think he's Scarf though. Yeah, he's not. Did he reveal a Z move earlier? Am I just being bad? He might have revealed a Z move, but I can just go Weavile here. Hit him up with the knockoff is fine because Zard's gonna outspeed anyway. We are Timid Zard, right? Okay, yeah, we are. Okay, cool. I can just knock off right here, and I'll get the GG ready in the chat. We're able to go ahead and pick up that win right there. Very nice. Very much enjoying the team right now. Definitely having a lot of fun with Azelf, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, got another game right here. This team is literally just Zard food. It actually just gets a kill every time it comes in. This Zard X, which I'm assuming it is a huge threat though. I think we can deal with it because I don't really see what it sets up on, is the main thing. Okay, so I'm assuming he's going to lead off with Koko. So yeah, there's the Koko lead. A lot of people like to lead Koko against this team just because it tends to do very well. I guess they don't expect to lead Azelf, and they can taunt that anyway. So I'm gonna... The last guy I went for... What he taunted me. I didn't actually bother to record that game because this is very quick, but I'll go here for the Stealth Rock. I'm not really expecting taunt on this type of team. I mean, he did lead off with it very, very fast, but he goes for the U-turn. Okay, so we will get up rocks right here, which is cool. Brings out Rotom. I guess I have a Zard of my own, so he might not Defog. I'm not sure whether we're really faster, but he does go for Defog. Did we crit? No, that's just Scarf Rotom, okay. So I'm going to bring this out and Mega Evolve and click Fire Blast, because that has to be Scarf Rotom, right? There's no way Defensive Rotom takes 32 from Landorus' U-turn. I'm going to go for the Fire Blast here. Yeah, he's going to go Charizard. Can we hit this? Because this will 2-hit KO for sure. Oh my god, crit 2. Okay, so now I can just go for... I don't even think Solar Beam's going to kill. I'm just going to Fire Blast again. It is Zardawai. He goes for Roost. We do hit another one. 43, so not as much as I want. Okay, let's... I don't have switch-ins, never mind. I guess my play is to stay in. We unfortunately missed that one. That was kind of the one that mattered. Okay, so he's going to go for what? Volt Switch here? Yeah, so he tries to Volt Switch. As what this actually allows me to do is get up rocks, and then U-turn again, because I'm assuming it's going right back to Rotom. Or you can just Flamethrower, but now my rocks are here to stay, and I get rid of Zardawai. And this is the biggest threat to my team right now, so I'm really happy to Pursuit Trap this. So Zardawai is gone, and that's going to be a really good... that's going to really help me in this game right now, because That was a huge threat. So he was trying to get rid of rocks again. Do I want to make the immediate Charizard play? Not really. I kind of like the Magearna play better. Yeah, because he's going to Hydro Pump right there. Not too stressed out about that. I'm just going to Flare Cannon here. Kind of expecting Landers. He just gives me that mount, okay. I'll take that too. But this Koko Lucha cannot win as long as my... I guess he could have Poison Jab as the thing, but I still have Banded Ice Shard pressure, and I don't know if it can deal with that between that plus Orlando's Rocky Helmet. I think we can pressure that mount enough, so... I don't really have a reason... Actually, he could T-Bolt sweep me too if I sack this off, so let's switch out on that thought. Goes for the Z move, okay. So now that we know it's Z, I get another Zard killer right here. I should have gone Azelf, that would have been cooler. Okay, let's Fire Blast. I guess now I have Sun Boosted Fire Blast if I want to try to clean with that late game. I'm gonna click Psychic though, I don't want to risk missing against Hawlucha and then losing that way. But we get a kill right here no matter what. We do connect, which is cool. Let's see what he brings out. Goes back to Koko. Of course, I pretty much just have to sack something. I don't really think my own Koko is very useful anymore. Thunder Punch. That's a crit. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. Just gonna go right here for the Roost. Went to the Speed Tie, okay. But this is why I kept my Magearna healthy, so I wouldn't get swept by any sort of electric move from this thing, as what I can do right here is just go right for the Flare Cannon once again. As he brings out the Tangrowth, of course. I just bring in Zard every time. I know he could double back to Koko. I kind of think he has to. I wouldn't be surprised if Zard lived the hit. I could also just go Azelf. Let's go Azelf. As he goes back to Koko, but I don't think this can knock me out because it burnt at Z. So let's look Psychic here. Yeah, I think this is a good mid-ground because I think Azelf can live any one hit from full. And if he stayed in with Tangrowth, I could have just fired off a hit. So this will get probably 2-hit KO'd, I would imagine. Specs Azelf? Oh, easily, yeah. Let's fire off another Psychic on that. And pretty much, Hawlucha cannot set up on me because I'm locked into Psychic right here. He has to go Tapu Koko. Assuming I do live the hit from that, which I think I will. We knock that out, and then the Hawlucha has to try to set up an SD to win, and it can't do that against my team right now. Yeah, so goes Koko. We should live anything, I think. I believe so, we will live anything. Nope, we just died, okay. Magearna will live the hit, I think, though. That's why I kept it, so... Actually, I have Banded Ice Shard, if it comes to it. Let's try the Magearna here, though. Because if he goes for Wild Charge, I think the recoil will put him in range of Ice Shard anyway. So let's just go right here for the... I guess Flare Cannon's my play. As much as I hate trying to rely on that. Iron Head won't kill, right? Koko? Against Magearna, yeah, so I have to Flare Cannon right here. We've had some pretty good Flare Cannon luck. Wait, we just died, never mind. Okay, so this is my hope now. Kind of interesting that this is what it's coming down to. Can Bandit Ice Shard do 47? Nah. So this guy's gonna pick up the sweep. I really thought Magearna could take these hits, but I guess Koko, physical Koko under terrain is just a lot stronger than I thought. I'll drop a GG there. I really expected Magearna to live when I switched it out, but I guess Koko is just that strong. Okay, I'll be right back with another game. Alright, got another game right here. Once again, Zard food. Unfortunately, we just took our first L, but let's try to bounce back right now. Zard plus Azelf is just very good. I'm assuming he'll be lead off with maybe Drill. He leads off with Ditto right now, so maybe he'll get up Rocks. I'm assuming Rocks are about to go up. There's either Rocks or HB Ice, and Zard's gonna get a kill either way, because I know my own set. And the only way this kind of goes bad is if he U-turns out. But then, like, what are you U-turning to? Nothing really. I mean, maybe it's his own Zard, I guess. Oh, this is even better. I'm not gonna risk Scarf Buzzwole, though, when my Zard is this big of a threat. I'm going right back to my Landers right here. Scarf Rocks move. Tapu Fini, okay. So that's not really what I wanted. I could have stayed in, but Zard's a big threat, and I don't want to risk it like that. Let's go Koko here. I do have Roost, but that just happened so fast. No burn, which is cool. I'm just gonna Roost up right here, and then you turn out on the Drill. Is it Drill? Is it Scarf Drill? Maybe. Let's go Landorus. This is my Defogger, so I'm gonna have to try to get it back in if I want to make this work. Goes for Iron Head, okay. I'm just gonna try to get up my Rocks now. Maybe he's not Rocks on this, and maybe he's Rocks on Ferrothorn. Right back to Fini. Okay, I'm just gonna... What I'm gonna do here is actually Earthquake at once to actually put it in range of my Zard's Solar Beam. And now what I'm gonna do is switch out here. Into probably Zard. No, let's not do that. If he Scalds, that would be bad. As he does Scald, okay. So I really want to try to get the switch into my Zard. I feel like it's Scarf Drill. So he brings in this again. Always back to Lando. Always go for the U-turn. As he goes right back to the Tapu Fini. I need to try to switch up the pace here. So let's go out into this finally. And start to put in some work. Let's first click Solar Beam right here. It should be able to knock out Fini. We know it's leftovers, so it's not Rindo Berry or anything like that. And then I can just click Fire Blast after. So down goes Fini right here, I'm hoping. I think it should, yeah. And maybe his own Charizard comes out. Well, how useful do I see my Landers? Because if it is Zardax, if it's Zardax I have to stand. It is Zardax. We do connect a Fire Blast, which is cool. Goes for a Sun Boosted Flare Blitz and does so much. Okay, let's get in Landers here on the Roost. And just go right for the, I guess Stealth Rocks is a fine play. And now to switch out here, I guess. Into what? Because I'm trying to get Zard in again, obviously, but like I don't really see what I bring in. That Zard took nothing from Fire Blast. Was that not in the sun? Did the sun already fade after that? No, it didn't. Not quite sure, but maybe Azelf can do some work in the end game here too. Because Sun Boosted Fire Blast is looking very good. A little bit of stand and try to U-turn. He goes Fries Punch. We do live though, which is very cool. As and I can bring in Azelf right here. Fire off. I guess Fire Blast should be my play right here. Could be bad against Zard though. Let's go for Psychic. Yeah, okay, so I should have Fire Blasted, but then he goes Zard after that, and since my Landorus is at 9% now, it puts me in a bad spot versus a Zard for sure. So let's just go here into my. I can go Landorus now. Probably not my best play. Because he does really get up Rocks or really attack, because Rocks kill 2 of my Mons on entry, so I think he'll go for Rocks. He doesn't go for Rocks, unfortunately. Kind of a big 50-50, but actually, now that I have the Sun up, let's go for the Fire Blast right here. Goes immediately to Charizard right there. Okay, let's go to Landorus right here. I'm assuming he'll go for Roost into Flare Blitz. Yeah, there's the Roost. Now Flare Blitz is about to come out. So let's just sack this off. I shouldn't have sacked off my Zard. That was foolish. Okay, I can go out into my Azelf here, though. I think Azelf's the new win con at this point. Okay, let's go for Psychic right here. Not sure if he's expecting to live or what exactly is happening, but we're wearing down Ferrothorn, slowly but surely. The question is, can we do it fast enough? Okay, that's annoying. Alright, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to bring out Weavile. I really hope he doesn't go for Gyro Ball, and just get the hit that I need off on this thing for my Azelf sweep to work out. He's actually going to give me 2 knocks, apparently. But at this point, Ferrothorn is no longer an Azelf switch, and that was pretty much my goal right now. Okay, so let's see what he locks himself into. But at this point, Azelf's not a Psychic switch, and I mean Ferrothorn is not. It's gone. So now he goes for knockoff. So that's probably Scarfed into knock. Let's go here into this Mon. Probably click HP Fire maybe. Zard's so healthy. I feel like he'll go Drill. Okay, let's double out on the incoming Excadrill. I have to Fire Blast here, I think. Yeah, so let's click Fire Blast. If he goes Zard, I think he has it. Goes Buzz, okay. This is a great game too, but it's unfortunately that very foolish play on my part with the whole Zard. If he Dragon Dances here, he has it. Okay, so he doesn't Dragon Dance, which is, I guess, step 1 and not losing. Let's go here for the Gigavolt Havoc. And hopefully it just knocks me out. Or doesn't go back to Drill, basically. Now he goes for Dragon Dance. It's going to be the game, I think. Depending on how fast he is. Because he's clearly a very bulky Zard. Now he still has enough speed for me, okay. That means he'll have enough speed for Azelf. I guess I kind of have to just go off for Recoil, knocking him out here. Alright, come on, Recoil, do it. Recoil did do it, okay, so I think we might actually have a chance now. If I can live a hit from the Ditto. Which will turn into my Azelf. Okay, so Fire Blast should knock him out. Shadow Ball is not going to knock out Drill from 70, so I have to Fire Blast. He has to try to knock me out with a Scarf hit. It comes down to whether I hit 2 of these, I think. I think, oh no, he goes for Shadow Ball. What am I saying? Yeah, that's easily able to knock me out right there. I kind of forgot that was an option. I was so focused on Fire Blast, but he's able to go ahead and pick up the win. I kind of threw that, not gonna lie, just by going Zard on the Ferrothorn. But if he got up rocks right there, I don't think I would have had an opportunity to defog, and then both Zard and Lando would have died on entry anyway, and I would have lost regardless. But that guy's able to pick up the win. I'll drop a GG in the chat in case he's still around, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got another game right here. I just played a game where the guy was running like mono weak to rock setup spam. I literally led, got up rocks, and the guy forfeited. It was pretty funny, but we're here now. I really want to try to get back on the winning side of things, since before that win right just a few minutes ago, I ended up losing 2 games in a row, which were pretty close, but I want to try to get back on the winning side of things right here. So 2 things to note: no Zard Y switch-ins and no Psychic switch-ins. If I can predict Jirachi once and nail that with a Fire Blast, that could be pretty good. I think Tapu Koko is a very safe lead here. Okay, so if he gives me damage on Jirachi right now, then he actually has no Psychic switch-ins. Is this gonna Oko? Nah, I didn't Oko. Okay, so he's gonna what? Wish here. Go through U-turn. Okay, so no more Psychic switch-ins on his team either. So what is this? Just a Rocks Aurora Veil sort of thing? I'm gonna defog if he goes Ninetales. Do I just defog anyway? Nah, this mon's too good, right? Nah, he has a Gliscor. What am I doing? Yeah, feel free to Earthquake me as long as I get to bring in my Zard now and get a kill. Like, there's actually no Fire Blast switch-ins. Unless he lives here and goes for Stone Edge. Nah, he just died. Okay. Brings out this. I can always go Magearna and beat this, I think. So now I can just Volt out. He might go for a Volt of his own, I'd guess. Now goes Zapdos. Probably Weavile's to play. Weavile or Azelf? I'm gonna go Azelf. He doesn't have any more Psychic switch-ins. I don't know if this thing's bulky enough to take one, but we should take anything, and we do a ton. Goes for Discharge, thankfully no Para. Sacks off Jirachi, totally cool with me. So is this Scarf Thunders? No, it brings out Gallade. I just need this thing in range of Ice Shard, so I'm gonna Psychic here. Goes for a knockoff. Unfortunately, we have to lose that Mon, but now what I get to do is bring this Mon out. Hit him up with a nice Banded Pursuit. Knock that out. Brings out Thunders. Always back to Magearna as my play on the nasty plot. So he's trying to set up here. I think we should live a Z move if I had to guess. Yeah, easily eat that. Maybe not Gigavolt Havoc, but we're able to do a lot. Now I can just Volt out here. As he knocks me out. Gotta go Weavile, of course. And we will outspeed right here, so I can just go knock off. Yeah. Brings out Alolan Ninetales. I mean, at this point, my Charizard wins, so let's just knock off to get rid of Light Clay. That could actually be pretty bad. I don't think so, though, because based on the knockoff damage, Icicle Crash will kill. So let's sack off Landers here. And just go right for the Earthquake. Actually, what I could try to do... Goes right for that, okay. I just can't let him Roost, so I'm just going to Earthquake again, yeah. As we're going to be able to win the game right there, yeah. So that was definitely a very big endgame, Earthquaking on the Zapdos. I really got scared about the Ninetales, but as long as I could hit an Icicle Crash, that would have knocked it out based on the fact that Knockoff did 58 when he had an item, but we're able to pick up that win, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, got another game right here. It looks like Zard and Koko are going to be my main breakers in this match right here. I say that because Weavile is unfortunately kind of dealt with Scissor and Keldeo and Magearna, and then my... what was my other breaker that I had in mind? Azelf is kind of dealt with based on coverage, and I can try to U-turn the Hoopa, but you could always just go Magearna too. I don't really see that working out unless I get a ton of predictions correctly, but I'm assuming his lead of choice is probably going to be the Garchomp, so let's lead off with Azelf. He actually leads off with Scissor. I'm assuming he's going to scout for the Fire-type move, so I'm going to go right here for the U-turn. I really think he's just scout for the Fire-type move. He just doesn't. Okay. Goes for a U-turn of his own. It's a regular Scissor too, so is it just not Mega? No Mega? Or it's probably Mega Chomp. I'm really surprised you would just leave that in, when I could have had Flamethrower or Fire Blast. Okay, so brings this out. Let's go Landers here. Maybe I shouldn't make such a big prediction turn 1, but I really think you should scout for that, in my opinion. But let's see what he wants to do right here. He could get up rocks, so that could be pretty bad for me. I would have to defog. Yeah, rocks would definitely be kind of unfortunate. There's the rocks. I'm just going to go right here for the U-turn. And try to defog these hazards away as my main objective right now. Because if he goes for like an SD or whatever, I think I can deal with it. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting scenario because his only switch in is Garchomp. I can defog here. His only T-Bolt switch in is Garchomp, is what I'm trying to say. You know what? He stayed on with this last time. I'm just gonna drop it now. I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice. He stayed on with Scissor last time. I just want to get rid of this Mon as soon as I can. And I'm assuming he'll try to go for U-turn again. Instead of going hard Garchomp. Yeah, so we should knock this out, I would imagine. Yeah, so we get rid of Mega Scissor. So it was Mega too. As getting rid of Mega Scissor is definitely very good for me. Glad I didn't go for the Defog right there. Goes Tapu Lele. Always Magearna right here. On Moonblast, not a big deal at all. Could have tried to defog on that, but at this point, Iron Head is looking very free. I'm assuming his play is to go into Magearna right here, so I'll just Volt Switch out. I doubt he would go hard Garchomp. I guess I can just play off that choke of going immediately to Garchomp. It's probably not the biggest deal. He actually just stays in. That's like the last thing I expected, but he's weakening me for something. I guess his Magearna is what he's trying to weaken me for. So his Magearna is clearly what he's trying to win with right here. Goes Keldeo. So I need to position myself to where Magearna can't set up. So he's going to knock me out. What can I do that with? I can go Koko here. At least defog these hazards away for now. Shift Gear Magearna is going to be the problem. I guess it could be Trick Room as well, I guess. But definitely losing my Magearna is going to be big. I think as long as I defog for Zard, though, I might be in a fine scenario anyway. Goes immediately to Magearna now. So is this actually set up Magearna? No, it's AV, okay. And he misses a Flirt Cannon, unfortunately, for my opponent. So now that I know it is actually that set, I'm just going to go for the U-turn here. I can't risk Zard. I can't. Could risk Weavile. Yeah, let's just risk... I mean, Weavile could be good against Hoopa. What do I need Landers for? Nothing really. He trusts a Volt Switch. I was going to go Zard, but then Electric Train boosted Volt Switch would have hurt. He doesn't have Earthquake switch-ins anymore, so let's just go for Earthquake. As nothing really wants to take this. Yeah, he's going to give me Magearna right there. Very cool. As I guess he has to go Keldeo. This is probably Scarf. I can just go probably Koko. I mean, Koko wins after Garchomp goes down. What is Zard good for at this point? I mean, it can probably take a hit from Hoopa and knock that out. Probably takes a hit from Keldeo. Which I guess is pretty good too. Let's go Koko here. On the hard Hydro Pump, okay. So I go Charizard every time. And because of the Sun, I should live a Hydro Pump and I'll be able to Solar Beam. And if I don't live, that means he's Specs and I can go Azelf. At which point I think we need to try to nail a prediction. But first, let's go for the Solar Beam here. And really hope that's Scarf. It should be Scarf. Like, why else would you bring it out on a Koko? Actually, no, I switched in my Koko. It's a Hydro Pump, so I'm assuming Scarf Hydro Pump would knock out Koko anyway. Like, Koko's by no means a bulky mon. He's trying to figure out what he wants to switch in right here. I need to really preserve this Charizard if I want to not lose to Keldeo. So we're able to Solar Beam that for a very nice amount of damage. Always Landers, I can't take damage with that mon. Oh, never mind, I just took damage with that mon by switching out. But Sun is still up, that's what I need. So we knock that out. I don't know if Keldeo without the Sun can knock me out. Okay, so if he goes Hoopa, I should live a hit. U-turn, bring in Azelf. I live anything because of the Sun and knock out Keldeo is kind of what I'm looking at right here. If I don't live a hit from Hoopa, that's going to be more tough because that's just wasting my Sun turns. Healthiest Charizard, can it come in on Sun again? It can, okay. So brings out this actually. So I just Earthquake here. Yeah, we live that because of the Sun. We get a crit too, which could actually, that actually might matter a lot because of the Weavile. Yeah, let's go Weavile here. go right for the, I guess, Ice Shard. Knock that out, and his last mon right here is the Hoopa. I mean, the crit definitely sucked, but I think we would have had it either way. He's going to go ahead and forfeit, and we'll go ahead and end off the session right there. We managed to kind of get back into the winning side of things at the end. We ended up finishing off 4-2, which is definitely very solid. 5-2 if you count the off-screen game, of course. But the team will be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. Highly recommend you try out this one. It was a ton of fun to use, and yeah, I will see you all next time. Later.